Hi everyone, it's Marv Eisen here at Timeless Dollar. It's Monday, April 13th. The market is just opening. It's 9:30. Futures are going down. I'm going to put in a sell because I think that the market has been coming up in unbridled joy of retaining its previous heights. And let's see where we are right now. We're trading at 2766. This is the S&P E-mini ESM 2020, and here we are at 2767, and just a little over a month ago we were trading at 3374, so down significantly, but of course there's always an overshoot in sudden moves, and this of course was an overshoot. So where is equilibrium? Well, equilibrium is probably somewhere in this range between where we are and 3,000, 3,100. But the market is forecasting a recession. Some bears are forecasting a depression. I don't think it's going to come to that. But I also don't think it's going to bounce back to the levels that existed back in late February. Again, I said I'd put in a sell order. The stochastics are at a high right here, overbought. And so I'm going to see what happens with this position. And let's see. Going back to the 3-minute chart, I'm going to execute. And we've got a ways to go because I think there's some exuberance here, again, that the market is going to attain the levels of where it was, 3,400. There was a report this morning that JP Morgan Chase is tightening their mortgage lending standards to those only with a 720 FICO or above. I call it the FICU, not the FICO. But a little bit of play on words, but I feel that the powers that be have a feeling that the market is not going to, it doesn't have much room to the upside. Be that as it may, intraday gyrations are going to dictate where you might want to get in and get out. Right now, I just put in a trade for one contract, and the market has been retreating since it started. Of course, I don't trade overnight. I suggest you don't either. And so I'm just going to watch this and see where a bottom is established. There's some uncertainty here with this spinning top, but we'll see if that reestablishes the previous 3-minute candle. Again, this is the 3-minute. S&P E-mini. I'm going to close the position. There's some pushback here on the bulls. You can see this candle is having some significant pushback. It may turn into be a spinning top. Looks like the bears have the overall hand, but the bulls are certainly making a pushback. I dumped the position because the stochastics is at nearing an oversold level, and I saw that the bulls were trying to make a comeback. Will they? I don't know. It looks like they're trying, but I believe they're being overpowered. Nevertheless, let's see what happened there. That was just a trade for a couple of minutes. Again, this is paper trading. What happened there? Account history. Here we go. $300 profit, one trade, one contract rather. And for those of you who are watching this for the first time, my name is Marv Eisen. I have a website, Timeless Dollar, where I teach people to trade S&P E-mini futures, or at least to try to teach people how to trade S&P E-mini futures. I'm a believer in S&P E-minis over stocks for a number of reasons. If you go onto my website, I have a course, Trading Mastery for Financial Freedom, that explains why I believe S&P E-minis are the superior trading vehicle for people who are novice traders or just want to trade to try their hand at it. Give it a try. You might not be one of those who can trade, or then again, you might be those who can. Picking up $300 in just a few minutes, does that appeal to you? Of course, you could lose money as well, but then again, with trading, you have control of yourself. You don't have control of the market. You see this screen? You see this screen that I'm looking at? This is a 3-minute chart of the S&P E-mini futures. You have no control over where these prices are going. Absolutely none. But you do have 100% control over yourself. And that means that if you're in a trade and it's going the wrong way, you can get out. You can get out. If the trade is testing your ability to withstand the fright of losing money, just get out. There's always another trade. There's always another bust. This market trades all day, although you shouldn't trade at certain times of the day, and I go into that in my course. But if you have what it takes to trade and are looking for a way to make a second income, try my trading course. Try trading S&P E-mini futures. Again, you might be able to, you might not be. Not everyone can. And I suggest also that if you are trading, have an account of at least a minimum $5,000. Absolute minimum. Why do I say that? Because if you are in a trade and you lose, let's say, a one contract trade and you're down 2 points, that's $100. Now, if you only have $5,000, $100 might be a lot of money to you. But if for somebody who has, let's say, $25,000, $50,000, $100 doesn't mean all that much. But nevertheless, if you are going to trade, I suggest you have an account of at least $5,000. And remember, get an education in trading. Oh, okay, I'm going to go back to what the market is doing right now. You'll notice that prices, that I dumped my position down here at about 27.54. Let's see. I dumped the position at 27.57. Okay, so about here. I dumped the position 27.57. The market's come back to 27.63. So, and this is an engulfing candle. So, and I explained why I abandoned that position, and I'll go over it once more, because the stochastics were at an oversold level, and I noticed the price action. Although the bears were knocking the price down, the bulls kept coming back, and trying to bring it back up. So I don't like uncertainty. I like to have as much of I'm as risk averse as you can find as a trader. To me, the most important thing in trading is to manage and avoid risk. Now, if you're trading, or if you're doing anything in life, you can't avoid risk. If you can't cross the street without risking actually crossing the street. And my God, you might have to look out for oncoming traffic, but you see what I mean? Of course, that's not quite a fair comparison, but at the same time, any money-making endeavor involves risk. You can't open a bagel shop without spending $300,000 in equipment, supplies, leases. God. So we're talking about trying something that can be a second income, or if you get good at it, or if you find that you have a knack for it, you can adopt this as a replacement for your regular everyday income. Okay, so this is Marv Eisen from Timeless Dollar. It's 9:40. It's only 10 minutes into the trading day, and I'm going to sit here for a while and watch. But then again, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. This was a video that where I made $300 in just a couple of minutes. Does that appeal to you? How much time do you have to put in at your job to make $300? I mean, you have to look at it in terms of your own situation. If you're making $20 an hour, okay, you'd have to work 15 hours to make $300. You'd have to work about 2 days, okay? Which I just did in a couple of minutes. So, all right, that's the opportunity. Of course, is there a risk? Sure, there's a risk. But be aware of the risk, but look to grab onto the opportunity. Anyway, this is Marv Eisen from Timeless Dollar. Thanks for watching. This is the coronavirus season. I'm working from home. Like many others, I have my shirt on. I have a pair of comfortable lounging pants down below. I'm not going to get up and show you, but I'll tell you for a fact. But that's like everyone else. Okay, so the market is bouncing around here. What does it tell you? Remember, you have no control of the market. You have no control of the market, but you have 100% control over yourself. So exercise that control. Try to trade. It might be something that you can do and do well. Again, you have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, thanks for watching.